Yes guys, since I started this kind of YouTube platform, I was been using a phone in terms of filming the video, you remember, and during also that time I was smart using that kind of a phone, you see. And one point, even I know I am more using GoPros. I don't know if just GoPro 11, and Mogesi is just using GoPro 12. It's just making some jealousy there. There is a time, this kind of the GoPro that I'm just using, there is a gun who is just agonitic, who they are, both of them, they are just gonic. They were just sent to, plus the person who was just sent them, they were just three. Just take Mogesi's GoPro. It was so useless and also unacceptable that people like Mogesi, they cannot allow such kind of stupidity to participate in front. There is episode and with the video that is just very interested, that Mogesi was just being told to spare or to not upload it a little bit. But this is our village. I fear no man. I fear no woman. I fear no human being. Yeah. What's up guys, it's your boy here Mogesi, back again to our session of today. Guys, today is today, and tomorrow it will be another day. It is another morning, Sunday best, and big up to the Sunday people who are going to church. Have a nice and well organized service. Guys, we are just coming one-on-one from this session here to make sure that we are just going to broadcast what is live. And as you see, I'm just walking to our land. I'm just walking to our land to make sure that we are just getting what is collect into our land. Remember, today is there is a party that is just going to be conducted into the village, and we are just wishing and everyone will be just there. Fantastic. And today guys, what people they never understand, is one, maybe time coming, people they will be able to understand what is the real fact. This kind of paper glass is just growing out. Ooh. Very soon we are just going to cut them. Very soon we are just going to cut them to make sure to will be just giving supply to our cow or unto our animals. Wow, let's use this kind of the roots here. So guys, there is one thing that people they never understand, and maybe today I wanna just have a little bit, you know guys, there is this kind of the issue. Once I told you, or once I speak out, never film my property, I'll stop. If I'm well organized person, I'll stop. It is here. I don't know, it's just mall. Is it mall? They are just making some of shenanigans here. This is mall. So trying to he's just trying to do what? He's trying to make the cassava to be contaminated but there is much of the method we are just going to use to destroy this kind of mold. Can take a look. I see that they are just more. They are just more. So if we are just going not to rescue before, it will be just bringing much of problems into our food product. Yeah guys, back again. Once I speak that never film my property. If I'm organized person, I'll never film. And you also never films in one's property. Film also only your property. There is some of the guys, I don't know if I wanna just call them the goons. There is a time that I made a video talking about my mom was just complaining about cassava were being stolen, I don't know what and whatever. After that, like I don't know, 1 week, I see some goons touching our cassava, filming our cassava. Went into the transpassing into our neighbor glass that is just the other side. I know people, they know what I'm just meaning, because there is some of the video that were just being filmed here talking about they are just going to use this kind of I don't know if it is a well, a seasonal well, to collect water from there. You see, they were just transpassing there into our sweet potato right there. They were just transpassing into our cassava. Step on them, step into a napier glass. You see? And in the little sense, you cannot do that. You cannot do such kind of a thing to them. That is the little fact. That is the little fact. They were just touching our cassava, and I remember that is a... Oh, my GoPro is just cracking. I remember there is a video that they were just made here. I think this kind of seeds, they were the one that maybe they were just uprooting. They were uprooting the cassava. You see? I think they were the one. So, into the little sense, we are just lived into the village where there is too much of jealousy. Where there is too much of jealousy. And once there is jealousy, let everyone mind his own business. Let everyone mind his own business. So that at a given moment, we will be not having those kind of the things that they call fight. Just what I meant is that this kind of a YouTube platform was being introduced for the sum of the individual. They were not want people like Mogesi to be successful in terms of that. That's why sometimes I'm just being sent with, is it task? Is it task or problems? So you can take a look. Sometimes I do get what we can call heartbreaks. Heartbreak, what I meant is because of is that I wanna be got something like an accident. There is some guys that are just cutting their trees, so I have to make sure that they are not throwing those kind of the trees into our maze. So remember, like the time that I was just got the two accident, I was being attacked into the boutique like 3 times. I was being attacked at night where I was just coming from the boutique since during the time that I was just having all conducting into the boutique. I have been attacked also into the village, also daytime. It's just going to be calm and it's just going to be an episode so that people they will be understand if this guy who is the lead this guy into the village, that this guy is bad or this guy is good. They'll be just understanding if Mogesi into the village is good while no he's bad, but into the village he's just claiming to be a good person. You see, those are the episodes that we are just going to broadcast, and soon it's just going to come one on one. There was much of the issue that were just going since we understand ourselves. You know what I mean. You know what I mean, guys. These are the groundnut. These are the groundnut. You see? These are the groundnut. So people who are smart, they understand what I meant. The issue are just ongoing. We were just trying to fight them, and we managed to silence some, and we silenced it. But after silencing them, it reaches to a position where we were just told, and we were just getting some of the advice talking about chill about this or stop about it, and we were being sent a lot of problems or a lot of issues. I don't know if people they are just understanding what I mean. See, there is some guavas here. See, there is some guavas here. There's some guavas there. So, into the little thing what made people to hate people like Mogesi and the other thing is we are just against them. We are just fighting for the justice. We are just fighting for what is right. We are not outside here for negotiating sheets, or for the dealing sheet, or for the signing sheets with anyone. Because guys, if it is a time for the, we're gonna talk about if it is a time for the if it was time for the slaves, let it be and let it make as past tense. So use such kind of a position maybe into a short period, then after you got some beneficiary, then stop it. It has to stop it. For you now to take advantage that this kind of an issue, I want now to supplying to the village to make sure that I'm the ruler. No, rule at your home position. And guys, what is just going to become, and what people they never understood, is that it will shock much of human being outside there. Because right now people they are just selling land. Right now people they are just selling land. You see, people they are just, I don't know how I'm gonna just put this kind of the word so that people they can just understood. I don't know this kind of the technique that they are just using to make sure that they are just taking advantage of it. Now they're gonna just come and speak to you, oh Mogesi, now I want you to sell me a land. There is a time that is just going to come that this kind of selling of the land, it will be something like it's just introducing of the bandits. Let me tell you one thing. I have a piece of land. Then I sell for you all of it. After that, remember, I have the generation is just coming. Also me, I want something, some feeding stuff or some feeding products for me to eat. Will I always come to your home to ask for food? You'll not even allow me. You'll just call me a thief. Then after calling me a thief, now I'll be just, oh, this guy, I sell for him a land, and right now he's just taking me like a useless person. Now what will you just introduce? What I will just introduce? I'll have to attack you. I'll have to attack you. Then remember, there is generation is just growing. Kids, they will be just screaming for the land. And after all, there will be no any land. What will be just those kind of the kids do? Is to fight you? No, this is our ancestral land. This is the land for our grandfathers. This is the land that is just being to be inherited. It's just coming from our grandfathers. And this is the time now this is the time where the power of the ancestor will be just rising up, and there will be just a fight into this village. All those kind of the people who are just purchasing this kind of the land that you are just seeing, there is time that is just coming. It is a prediction. It is a prediction that have just been predicted, and it will be just coming. It will be just coming, and it will just shock until people they will be just, I don't know how it will be just acting, but people they are not understanding. People they are not understanding. People will be not understanding. So whoever is just going to participate on that, let's participate. But as I am guessing, I'm just outside here to make sure that we are just doing what is just right. We are just doing what is just right. And to the right things, what I meant is this same round I stopped what is just called chasing people here and there. Right now what I can just do is just action speak. Action speak. What action means about that is that into my way, I'll not want those who call useless or stupidity things, because I'm a man, and into the little thing I fear nobody. I fear nobody because I remember one point. Both of us, we are human being. So no one is just powerful today. It's our king. You can do what you can, but it will reach to at times for you. It will reach. What will you do? Will you speak something better? Guys, it's not all about preaching, but it's all about, we're gonna just take what you just call action, then we move forward. We can do things that is just better. Maybe guys, there is an episode that is just going to come, and it has got an interesting video that I was just told to spare them a little bit. I did in action. Since guys, I started this kind of YouTube platform. Let's end it there and we start this kind of the video.